Hello everyone, this is our first video in 2025 from the Formula 44 Health Regimen team, from the teams from Bhagavad Mahapuran, Ramayan and Bhagavad Gita JK Yoga group, and this being a new year, so at the outset, very blissful and peaceful and divine 2025 wishes for all of you. Yesterday I made an attempt to make a video, but for various reasons I had to abandon it, so to say. So today let me try sharing some thoughts in this very first video, and also to do some self-introspection about how I have implemented or not implemented what I committed to do in 2024. So first of all, I'm so happy that I'm in Bangalore, and almost every day I take a walk around this lake, the Kagdaspura lake, and I find it very energizing, very salubrious, enlivening to the soul, remembering the divine, remembering the spiritual teacher, our guru, while taking this walk. And in the background you can see the Kagdaspura lake and the greenery. Sorry for the noise, but then let's consider that as a part of our divine journey. The Lord resides in everyone's heart, and we see Him in this person who is cutting the grass with a chopping machine. He is doing his duty so diligently. So we salute the Lord seated in his heart also. The Lord is present in every creature. For example, you see these crows flying and the dog on the street, on the road. We salute the Lord seated in their hearts also, because the Lord says, Mame Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. I am there in every living being's heart, and you are my ansh, the part, like the sun and the sun rays, like the ocean and the waves, like the milk and the whiteness. So the Lord says, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutashe Sthitaha Aham Adirhi Madhyam Cha Bhutana Mant Evacha. He says that in the 20th verse. Of the 7th chapter, right? And he says, Sarvasya Chahamidhi Sannivisto, that long verse 15:15, and he says, Ishvaraha Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjun Tishtati. So, in all these verses, the Lord is very categorical in saying that I am seated in everyone's heart. But then we read the shlokas and we forget. When we deal with people, when we deal with animals, when we deal with the trees and the plants and the flowers, but we have to develop practicing that the Lord resides in each one of these species as Paramatma. That is our first learning in this new year, relearning rather. And also we know that in the Brahma form Lord is there in every particle. So Siya Ram मैं सब जग जानी करहूँ pranam jori jugupani, said Sri Hanuman, that for Sri Hanuman there is the presence of the Lord in every particle of the universe. But then we are not in that advanced stage. We can take inspiration from this statement, but let us not assume that we are seeing God in every particle of the universe. This is possible only for those personalities such as Sri Hanuman. So, a beautiful view of the lake, a plane flying in the sky. You can hear the drone, the sound. And let's come back to what we are discussing. The journey of this new year with what is most important, that is the divine thoughts. What about the self-introspection? I would say that I failed on so many counts in 2024. Many commitments were not met, many transgressions. But should I become disheartened? No, let me try once again, because the Lord is ever forgiving. This is the incident from Ramayana. We should remember that Jayant, who is the son of Indradev, he took the form of a crow, and he was trying to test the personalities of Lord Ram and Goddess Sita. Sri Ram was picking up the best flowers and preparing and making garlands and other ornaments from the flowers for Sita ji. And Jayant thought, how could this be God? So he took the form of a crow and he bit the foot of Sita ji, which infuriated Lord Ram. He shot a divine weapon, and we all know the story how Jayant was saved. So what was the theme for Jayant to be saved? Because Jayant had come and surrendered in the lotus feet of Goddess Sita. And once he had surrendered, the merciful Goddess Mother Sita, she told Lord Ram that every jiva in under Maya will commit offenses. The fact that the jiva is under the grip of Maya, the Maya is dominant, it is so natural that the jiva, the soul, the person will commit offenses. So what is the surprise if Jayant has committed such an offense? He is not God realized, he is also under Maya. So now that he has surrendered, he should be forgiven. So that is the nature of the Lord. He keeps forgiving, provided our resolve is honest, and we are working on removing all those machinations and manipulations which keep happening in our heart. Another doha from Ramayana: मोही छपट कल, मोही कपट छल छिद्र न भावा. निर्मल मन जन सो मोही पावा, मोही कपट छल छिद्र न भावा. Such beautiful lines from Ramayana, and the message is very clear. All the Lord wants is a honest confession of our situation and attempts to enhance our devotion, enhance bhakti, which is the answer to every other issue, every other problem. We don't have to work about different qualities. Bhakti is so potent that if we are doing devotion sincerely, diligently, with the best of our ability and potential, every other quality will be concomitant, will be automatically accruing to us. So that's the second learning. Okay, we had made transgressions, we had committed offenses, sins, but then we are repenting, we are remorseful, and we are trying with a renewed vigor in the new year. So this is the set of thoughts that I have to share, and I hope all of us are doing that formula 44, which many find very simple, so simple that many don't want to practice it. But actually the 8 elements of formula 44 are very beneficial in my opinion. It covers all the salient points for our well-being, and those are the 4 elements of food: the nutritious food in lunch and dinner, consumption of water, hot water in the morning on empty stomach, 2 helpings of fruits a day and a handful of nuts, and the 4 elements of exercise: walking, breathing exercises, Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, and meditation, the most important, because only when we are practicing to quieten our mind, everything else will happen. So that's the third relearning for 2025. And the other point which I want to mention is the journey that we started with Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran is in the full bloom, and now we are preparing a summary of each and every chapter of Bhagavad Mahapuran, for which I will post the links in this video, and I request you all to subscribe to JK Yog UK, where these videos are being posted, so that you can get the summary of all the chapters. We have only posted one so far, but the exercise is on, and this will be our undertaking with divine grace for the year 2025. The Bhagavad Gita poetry is another project which we are doing, converting each and every shloka of Bhagavad Gita, the translation into Hindi and English poetry. We have plans to compile them. So the bhajans, the poetry, the summary of Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran chapters, the interpretations and the explanation of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas and other shlokas and Ramayana Chaupais. These are the projects we are desiring to undertake in 2025 with the blessings of Hari and Guru. With that, let me conclude this video, and once again wishing everyone a very blissful, very peaceful, divinely enriched 2025. Take care. See you in the next video.